Hey you guys, welcome back to Just Doing Nails. So I wore press-on nails for a week, and in this video I'm going to show you how I apply them. I'm going to be giving you some tips on how to make your press-ons last a little bit longer, and I'm also going to show you the results of how they lasted over some of the days and the end result at the end of the week. So these are the press-ons I'm choosing. They're from a company, BTARtbox, and I did do another video on a different design of press-ons from them. So this comes with instructions, it comes with a little file and these sticky tabs. I will not be using the sticky tabs today. So let's start with this little cuticle stick. So what I'm doing is I'm going around my cuticle area and getting up any of that dead skin. Now I'm going to go a little bit in depth about the nail prep process because I feel it's very important for people who, you know, might be new to doing press-ons or doing nails, period. You guys, you want to make sure you're getting up any of this dead skin from around there, cleaning it really well, because nail preparation on your natural nail beds, it's what's going to determine if whatever product you're putting on there is going to last. So here I'm showing you guys this file, which is new. So always file down the sides of any new files because you don't want to cut around your cuticle area while you're filing. So I just take another file and I just file that down, and then that way it's dull and you don't have to worry about getting cuts while you're doing that filing next to your cuticle area. Okay, getting back to the prepping process, I am going to be lightly filing on top of my natural nail, and this will be getting off all of the natural oils that automatically occur on your nail beds. And I'm going to go ahead and clip off my extra fingernails just so there's a nice clean start when I put on those press-ons. So let's go ahead and clip off any of these extra jagged pieces. Now I'm going to go back to filing. But like I said, you want to do this very lightly. You don't want to damage your natural nail bed. It's just basically getting that surface roughed up so your product will stick better. And going around those crevices close to your cuticle, getting all of that dead skin. As you can see, there's a lot of white powder accumulating. That's the dead skin that's there that you usually won't see like with just looking at it. Until you start filing, you will notice there's actually a lot. And so these steps are very important. Like I said, if you want your press-ons, if you want your acrylics, and if you want your gels to last, please do the proper prep steps. So I'm gonna go and just rough up my other nails and file around the other ones as well. Okay, then I'm just going to take this little cheap makeup brush and just use it to dust off any extra dustings and get my area clean. So now they did have an alcohol prep pad in here that came with these press-ons. So I'm going to take that and clean up around my nails. And what this will also do is it will take off any of that extra dead skin that you didn't get with that brush off, and it will also dehydrate your nail beds. Because like I mentioned earlier, your nail beds have natural oils that occur because our body produces natural oils, and that is in your nail beds as well. So dehydrating them is another thing that will help to adhere whatever product you're putting on there even better. So do not skip the dehydration prep step. Okay, so once we are done with all that, let's get our sizes. One thing I always do when I'm sizing my press-ons, I always test and make sure that the thumb finger fits, because I do have wide nail beds, and sometimes, you know, they send products or we buy products that the nail bed doesn't fit the thumb, and that's so frustrating because you have all these cute, you know, press-ons or nails or tips and it doesn't fit the thumb, but most companies have gotten better about that. So I am going to take this glue that came in the kit, and once again I'm going to make sure I have the right size before I start going in with the glue. For the thumbnails, I went ahead and I started in the middle and I started to expand the glue out towards the sides, but not too much towards the sides, because when I put that nail on there, I don't want it to overflow on the sides. Sometimes you can't help that, it just happens, but the less you do that, the better. So once I have that on there and I feel like I have enough, I'm going to take that nail and put it kind of at a 45-degree angle starting at the cuticle and just push it all down and just let that glue just spread underneath there. So I'm going to hold that there for about 90 seconds. That's what they recommended, and it you know, it did its job, you guys. This glue that was sent in here is a little bit different, I would say, than your normal like super glue, as in I could tell that it was a little bit like gel like when it started to dry. It wasn't just bam straight dried. So however they make their glue, it might have helped these nails last longer. I don't know, I'm not sure, but they did last pretty long. And like I said, at the end of the video, you guys, I will show you some of the days and some of the things I was doing and how these nails held up to that. All right, so they're the thumbs, you guys. I love this design so much. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put them on the rest of my fingers. This time I put it on the actual nail itself, and then I went ahead and adhered it to my fingernail. And I feel like this one worked out much better. It was easy to control. It was just a better method for me. So, I mean, you guys do what you feel, you know, when you do press-ons. Let me know how you guys do it actually in the comments. Do you guys put it on your actual nail bed, the glue, or do you put it on like I'm doing here, adhering it to the nail itself and then putting it on your fingernail? Let me know down below what your method is when doing press-ons. Also, while I'm doing this, you guys, if you're new here and you've made it this far into my video, please hit that like button. Also hit that subscribe if you like my content and if you would like to see more. I would really appreciate that. Okay, so we are finishing up this set, you guys. So I did notice that I had some dried up glue on my fingers, on my hands, and so what I did, I just took the softer side of the foul and I just fouled that off, because my hands are kind of, you know, rough. They're sensitive, but you know, the bottom part of your hands are really not as sensitive as the top part. And while I'm doing that, I'm going in on these press-ons and just taking off like those little tabs that, you know, you can usually see when they come, you know, those little extra tabs at the top. So I'm just going to finish lightly filing off this little bit of glue that got on my fingers on accident. After that, I'm going to disinfect my hands and then I'm going to wash them, and you guys can see the final reveal of these. They're so cute. So you guys, here they are. I love this look, okay? They are super duper cute. But unfortunately, I did have to cut these down because my job, I know personally, is very demanding on my hands. So I didn't want to give myself false hopes like they were going to last this long at this length. I know it might not seem that long to you guys, but you know, I know what I have to deal with on a daily basis at my job. So I went ahead and I just took, you know, these tip cutters, I believe that's what they're called, and just went ahead and cut them down. Now this was an opportunity for me too to see the quality of the nails, to see if they would crack or anything, and none of them did. So I was able to cut these down very short with no issues, you guys. And then I just went ahead, fouled them off, round them up into a shape that I liked. All right, so here we are after I've cut them down, fouled them off. As you guys can hear, they're very sturdy on there, and we're gonna give this a little test run. So I put these on August 10th. So here we are on the 12th. I'm washing dishes, you guys, no issues. Look at them, they're still holding up. This is still the 12th. I'm just, you know, washing some more dishes. I just wanted to show you guys kind of the stuff, you know, they went through as I was doing this. I'm opening up soda cans with them. You guys, there was a little hiccup. This was on the 13th as well. The thumb did bend a little bit. I don't know how that happened, but it didn't crack. So we're good. We're still going. So here we are on the 14th. I just figured I'd show you guys, you know, some of the things that I have to use when, you know, during my hair. Like right here, I'm using this. I'm going to deep condition my hair. Sometimes, you know, when you use certain products that have oils in it, it can, you know, make your nails not last as long. So I'm just kind of showing you guys what I do on a daily basis sometimes, and what my nails are like exposed to. So one thing, when you have false nails on, you always want to make sure you're cleaning underneath them very thoroughly. One way I make sure this gets done is I use a toothbrush. Now you can use a nail brush, but a toothbrush is very cheap. You can get it from the dollar store. I just put some soap on there and then I scrub underneath those nails. So you guys, if you're wearing false nails, always make sure you're cleaning under them really well. You know, you're going to be cooking, you're going to be doing whatever you're doing, and you don't want that stuff that's stuck under there to get on anything else that you're putting in your mouth or whatever you're doing. All right, you guys, so here's the end result. This was day 16th. Okay, this was the 16th. The day before it would have been a full week. My middle finger on my dominant hand, which is my right hand, came off, which is no surprise because the middle finger is the longest. But other than that, everything else stayed on, you guys, for the full week. And I really love these press-ons from this company, you guys. If you enjoyed this, please leave this video a like, and if you're new here, subscribe. I will see you next time.